This is the HTML app routine to select the option off or on. It's in subprogram 8, tab 12. At first it's going to do a rectangle fill for the rectangle that's going to be behind the 8 option names. It's going to be 160 tall, 125 wide, and the XY position will be 1543. Its color is 660, and then it does the rectangle fill. That's a rectangle behind the option names. Then it's going to make a rectangle to put behind off and on for each of the 8 options. It's going to be 160 tall, 90 wide, XY 140-43. Its color is going to be 59, which is a bluish color. There it does the rectangle fill. Immediately after that it says box that rectangle and assign it click number 7. Then right after that it says if click 7 is active, go down here. If it's not active, go to CG. Well, if it's active, that means somebody clicked on one of the offs or on. To find out which one of the options and whether it was off or on, we do a mat. We say, well, there's 2 columns, there's 8 rows. Give me an index value of which one it was. And that goes into K. Well, then it says, well, I have to know, was it on or off? It sets I to K, mods it with 2. That means I is going to be a 0 or a 1. 0 means they clicked off, 1 means they clicked on. Then, to get which one of the options, it's going to divide K by 2. So it's going to get a value that's going to tell it which one of the options it was. Well, then it's going to change the use value for the kth option, and it's going to make it a 0 or a 1, the value of I up here. Well, that's where they actually get turned off and on. Next, it changes the font, the bold, 14 points, color to black, sets the Y value to 60, J to 0, and it's going to go around a loop over I from 1 to 8. So it's going to be for each one of the options. It then sets the value of X to 20. Okay, it's over 20. And then each time it goes around, it's going to print an option name. For instance, like Bear Video. And you see here the option names are in page F at offset 2560 plus the value in J. And here we see it changes J by 14 each time. Therefore, the names must be in this page 14 characters apart, because each time it goes around, it shows a different one, different offset of J. Well, after it does that, it sets X to 140. And then that is where the off and on is going to be put. Now that is the same for every line. Each of the 8 times it's going to say off or on. Then immediately below there it adds 20 to Y, which means it's going to go down to the next row. And then we see the end of the loop. And after it does it 8 times, it has the 8 options. It's put the off and on for each of the options. Well, this is the HTML app select option.